Is this wonky? I don't really know what's going on here. There's me trying to do a serious video and I'm just here making a mess of it. Hey, what's happening? Welcome back. I hope you're good. I am very good, thank you for asking. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's going to be a very short one. And then we're going to go back to normal routine thereafter in the next uploads. As the title says, we're now in April 2026, which is undoubtedly the start of the hardest period that independent gyms, probably independent businesses in general, are about to go through. Hopefully this music isn't too loud, but we are about to go through a very difficult time. I can only speak for independent gyms, if I'm honest. Okay, we can resume now. I've turned the music down a little bit. It was a bit loud. I couldn't hear myself think. It's April 2026, like I just said. No, we just entered the most difficult period of time that independent gyms are ever going to face. If you follow along in whatever the government are doing or this, that and the other, you'll know that business rates have been increased for many independent businesses, gyms especially, and it's about to get really tough for many people. To give you a very, very brief example, just over 12 months ago, I had my rent increase here by 11 grand a year. Our business rates have now gone up. I'm not saying that we're going to suffer too much here because I've kind of planned and budgeted for this, but unfortunately I've had a good year with the gym and people have really started to support it recently. There's still a lot to go, if I'm honest. Like, people say to me all the time, oh, it's getting really busy, but it's still not quite where it needs to be, but that's part of the process. But I'm talking about the UK as a whole, not me solely. This isn't a plea to come join my gym. This is a plea just to support your independent gyms wherever you are, wherever you live. And guarantee wherever you live in the UK, you would have seen pubs and hospitality industry take a big hit. And it's been rough for them. We're about to go through exactly the same with independent UK gyms. So, what am I here to talk about? I'm here to just ask you, if this video lands on your page, get behind your independent gyms. I'm not sitting there saying every single independent gym is great. I'm not, because unfortunately they're not. Not every single one cares like, say, I do, or the 10 gym owners I can name off the top of my head right now do. But I can guarantee anybody that comes across this, at one point or another, you've probably driven past multiple independent gyms to get to your commercial gym, say a pure gym. Let's just solely focus on that. I bet you drive past multiple independent gyms to get to that pure gym. My urge to you right now is consider going to check some of them independent gyms out. If you find the right one with the right support and the right community, you're going to make 10 times the progress anyway. I didn't script this, I just pressed record and I just hope for the best, and I think that's the best way for this video. If you do come across independent gyms and you go there, they're not for you, then fair enough. But we need to start supporting them. We need to start getting behind them. The public needs to get behind them. I know in Bidford, for example, there's probably a good 70% of people that use a gym haven't even been into my gym, walked in the front door, because they drive to Stratford or Evesham or even further forward to go to Pure. I've just rambled a bit, I don't know how well this is going to come out. But down there, there's a Cybex hack. Your Pure gym owner is not driving 26 hours to Ireland back to pick it up. Down under here, there's a Flex incline press, which is a super rare piece that I spent considerable amounts of money for. Your Pure gym owner is not doing that. There's hundreds of things I could spit out here. My new dumbbell rack. I know your Pure gym owner ain't paying that for dumbbells. I know they're not. And there's so many gym owners out there, UK independent gym owners, that are doing things like me and providing some of the best quality stuff, yet so many of the general population are not giving them a chance. Not even looking at them. Now, to the caveat of that, if this comes across your page and you are a gym owner and you haven't reinvested and you haven't tried your best over the past few years before things got hard, then you put yourself in the back foot and you need to get to work. You know, I sat at about 100 members at the gym for years and it was a slog, but I still improved it year on year and I made sure it happened, because you have to show the community what you're willing to do. And it's only now 6 years in that the community started to build, but it's just gonna get tough. So all I'm asking is, if you can, get behind the independent gyms, man. You won't regret it. You'll get more out of it. But if you don't, you are going to lose them. pretty rapidly as well. I think I saw a stat yesterday that, no, on Instagram this morning, is that I think on average the UK loses about 8 pubs/restaurants a week in the UK. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely absurd. But I wouldn't be surprised if the UK independent gyms they're going to be close behind that. They're going to be close behind that if we don't start getting behind them. So this isn't a campaign, this isn't a beg, this isn't whatever. There's a good chance that you might live in an area where the independent gyms are just shit. Maybe they're rude, I don't know. I don't really know. But if you haven't given them a chance, now's the time to give them a chance. Try it, I don't think you'll regret it. If you do, come back and comment on my video and say, thanks for the shit advice. But anyway, man, I'm gonna leave it there. This is gonna be a very weird clip. Hopefully it comes across the way I mean it. But if you don't use them, you are gonna lose them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It all helps. Before I go, I should have said this. If this comes across your page, this is the first video, please watch my previous videos. But on a more important note, if you don't know, my name is Jason. This is Elevate Fitness in Bidford. If you'd like to come visit, we've got some of the world's best kit here. If you don't believe me, go check all the Instagram stuff out. I'd be grateful to have you in. I'd love to host you. So wherever you are in the country, if you ever want to come down, let me know. It'd be great to see you. See you later.